Off a heavy parry, the most damaging option is to do a bash into a light for 14 damage plus dam drain. The optimal punish, in my opinion, is a zone for 13 damage because this allows you to go into unblockable offense. You can also do a light for slightly less damage but costs less stamina. If you put them out of stamina with a bash riposte, it might be optimal to do unblockable instead of taking a guaranteed follow-up light and then get a lot more damage with a mix-up. Light parry will give you a 27 damage top heavy, sides only do 24. It might be optimal to go for the bash instead though if you put them out of stamina with it. Guard break gives a 24 damage side heavy, top is blockable. After getting a guard break by a wall, you can do a bash and then throw them into the wall like Centurion's punches. This will drain some of their stamina, but they will get it back by the time the heavy lands anyway, so this is really kind of pointless. If you are going to throw them into the wall, I'd advise just throwing them straight in and then getting a 27 damage top heavy. Instead of throwing them into a wall after the guard break bash though, you can get a guaranteed light, which can be effective if your opponent's low on stamina, seeing as how you can do offense with your bash that can put them out of stamina if they're low. And it can be especially good if you put them out of stamina with the bash itself and then go into an unblockable mix-up, which can do a lot of damage. If straight stamina drains what you're after, you can do the guard break, bash, and then throw them into the wall and get a guaranteed bash. This drains about half their stamina. It's very easy to put them out of stamina with this punish, so it's optimal in a lot of situations. Neutral bash does not guarantee anything. Unblockables can wall splat, which can guarantee a 27 damage top heavy. A light parry while you're out of stamina will always give you a 12 damage light of your own. Direction doesn't matter. Guard break also gives a 12 damage light. Direction doesn't matter here either. If you throw an opponent into a wall while you're out of stamina, you can always get a 24 damage side heavy. This only works if you were already guarding that direction, otherwise it's not always going to be guaranteed. The exception to this is if you throw them backwards, in which case it will be very hard to get a guaranteed heavy. Top heavy off of a wall splat isn't always guaranteed. This isn't to say that you cannot get it at all, just the distance to the wall has to be correct. Bashes will always knock down opponents while they're out of stamina. This includes the guard break bash. Knockdowns will always guarantee a 38 damage hammer slam if you have stamina to do it. Unblockables will also knock them down. Again, this guarantees a 38 damage hammer slam. Sadly, gone are the days where you can get an unblockable guaranteed off of a guard break throw, which will guarantee hammer slam. Due to the stamina changes not too long ago, they will get up with full stamina and not get unbalanced by the unblockable. Now what we're stuck with is just getting a 38 damage hammer slam off of a guard break throw. And I did try getting a light into heavy after throwing them into a wall, but they get up too quick and are able to parry it. If your opponent is by a wall though, you can whiff a light and then do the unblockable and get a 27 damage top heavy. This punish does 56 damage, but does require you to time throwing the light and unblockable, so it will land on wake up and be guaranteed. Parrying an out of stamina opponent will give you a light into a top heavy for 42 damage. Light into side heavy will only do 41. I did see some people saying you should do the hammer slam after this punish, but it's literally just a free parry to anyone who has any idea what they're doing. And then there are heavier punishes besides that. I mean, Warden, for example, can crush and counter it, Assassins can deflect it. It's just going to be a lot of damage that you're going to eat if you ever try this against a competent opponent. You can do a light into a hammer slam, which will do 50 damage, but it's not going to be actually guaranteed, but it is unparryable, and it will land if they ever try to parry it.